Hi, this is Kelly for Vance Outdoors. In this video, we're going to show you how to store and transport your firearm safely. So the first thing that we want to take care of when it comes to storage of our firearms is to make sure that they're only accessible to authorized persons. This means that if I'm the only one who should have access to my firearms, I'm the only one who should be able to get to it. So if I have kids in my house, family members, friends, roommates, anybody who comes in frequently who I don't want them to have access to my firearm, I should put them in a condition where they cannot get to them. So when it comes to locking up your firearms, you're going to have a few different options. A good one to start with is something like this. This is what's called an action lock. Many of you have probably already seen them come with your firearms. What they are designed to do is that they go through the ejection port, down the magazine well, and lock at the bottom. That way then you can't have your firearm loaded. Another option for you would be something like a long gun safe. So if you have rifles, shotguns, things that are going to take up more space, you can store all of them together. If you don't have any shotguns or long guns, all you have is a pistol, that's all right. You're going to want something a little bit smaller, like this Liberty HD90. It's going to be just big enough for you to fit your firearm into it, and it's going to lock completely. Now, when it comes to locks, you're going to have a few different options with your safes. Something like the HD90 comes with a key lock. Some of them might also be a combination lock or a biometric lock where it uses your finger. Really, what you want to do is pick something that's going to work best for you and your situation and the type of firearms that you plan to store. From there, if you do have a small safe like the HD90 here, you want to make sure that it's bolted in some way to something where somebody can't pick up your safe and walk off with it and break into it later. Now, the important thing to remember when we're talking about storage or transporting of firearms is that we do want to follow that third rule of firearm safety, which is to have our firearm unloaded until we're ready to fire. You might be thinking, what if I want to use my gun for home defense, so I want to have it loaded all the time? In that particular case, you want to get something like this HD100 from Liberty, which allows you to keep your firearm loaded, but still have easy access to it. What it allows you to do is type in a code very quickly, opens automatically, so I don't have to fumble with keys or a combination or anything like that, and be able to get to my firearm as soon as I need it. So when it comes to transporting a firearm, there's a few things that we're going to have to keep in mind in order to make sure that we're not only doing it safely, but we're following the letter of the law. Depending on what state you live in, your rules and regulations might be different from ours, but here in the state of Ohio, the biggest thing that we have to make sure of is that our firearm is unloaded and ammunition separate from the firearm. From there, we need to put it in one of the following ways. Either in a compartment that can only be reached by leaving the vehicle, in a closed package box or case, in a rack that is designed for the purpose of holding a firearm, or if I don't have any of those options, with the action open and in plain sight. So you're probably asking yourself, what does any of that mean? Well, a compartment that can only be reached by leaving the vehicle would be your trunk. So if you have a trunk, place your firearm back there. What about a rack or a holder that's specifically designed to hold a firearm? That would be something like a shotgun rack or a pistol holder. Depending on the firearm that you're trying to transport, you're going to find the one that works best for you. A closed package box or case can be something like the original packaging that the firearm came in, or the box the manufacturer gave you. You also have options like a hard case or a soft case, which gives you a few different ways to carry one gun or multiple guns. With all of that, your other options could be something like a range bag, which allows me to carry things like all of my magazines, my ammunition, my eye and ear protection, and make it very easy to be able to transport it all in one go into the range or wherever I'm going for the day. When it comes to range bags, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You could use something simple like a backpack, or you can go and buy a bag that's specifically designed to carry firearms. The ultimate goal of your range bag is you want to make sure that it's big enough so that it carries everything that you're going to need for the day and that you don't forget your essentials at home. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the rest of our videos for first-time gun owners.